YouTube fellas. So today I'm going to be telling you lies women go ahead and tell you guys, and I feel like it's just getting even worse as the summer goes on, simply because everybody is outside once again, and so it kind of just makes it kind of like almost more lies have to be told because you guys are encountering more girls, coming across more girls. And if you guys haven't noticed, it's kind of becoming more of a hype on, hey, F these guys, we don't like these guys. You guys see what's been going on, the songs, the trends, all these types of things. Okay, so I'm just gonna inform you guys, try to keep you guys up to date on what's really going on. Excuse the sirens, whatever, but please give this video a big thumbs up. And you guys, huge discussion. Okay, I'm gonna let them go because they're really trying to ruin my video. Okay, first lie that they be telling you is that they actually have a job. Now, this is a wild lie, but it's only wild because women start making up lies in their heads, as in, well, I'm capable of doing anything, as in, well, I might not be able to do it, like I'm not working that part right now, but if I want to, I can. So for women, the work part, putting it in, the effort part, fellas, that's not available. That's not part of their process of, okay, well, that makes me more valuable. So for women to sit and look pretty and have a nice body, that's the job. That's already enough in their head to say, guess what? I could have a man just take care of me. And so a lot of women are just comfortable with this life, as in, why would I have to really work? If I know I could work, I will go work, but a man can pay for me. And then the other side of it is that, and I'm gonna go back to how they lie about the job thing and what types of jobs in a second, but the other thing that you have to keep in mind is that even if she does have a job, you guys already know what's up. It always goes like this. You're still gonna pay, I'm still gonna take what's in your pockets, and I'm gonna obviously spend my money on myself as well, and on top of that, only on myself. So, you know, it's really bad out here. I know it's rough, fellas. I know, but listen, now you know the cap is real with these females. Let me just say it like that, right? So let me go back now to some of the things that they will try to tell you. They'll try to tell you like, hey, you know, I model. Now, influencer, content creator, it falls into modeling too. So it's kind of like all around anything that has to do with once. What do you notice? Let me ask you guys, what do you notice about that? What did all those things have in common? So yeah, they all are things that have to do with just strictly beauty, looking good, and basically too, at the end, it's men with women as well, but it's men also validating, that's helping women have this career that they're saying they have. So anyways, you guys, when I say all that is in common is beauty and looks, it's getting them through life. It's getting them through saying whatever they want, any lies. So modeling, she can make $50. And I'm being honest, she can maybe make, and this is obviously she's not really making money. She can make $50 one day and cap to you, tell you, you know, I make $300 a week. I am not lying. And I say a day, and then she never made money again. So let's say if a girl does influencing, and there's different ways women can pay, they can get paid, but whatever she's saying that is making her real money, and when in reality there's actually another guy that could be funding her, helping her and all that stuff, whatever she's saying that is making her real money is actually not supporting her enough. So it's still not a real job. Even if it's a part-time, it's cool, but the whole idea is they're really gonna, and this is, if you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying, but they're really gonna kind of stunt on you fellas, and they stunt on you guys just based on their image. So you guys could be doing 10 times better, obviously, and this is financially, as you should, you know, like as a man is putting in work, all that stuff. You guys can be doing your role, doing all those good things, and she can honestly still be like, okay, well, I could do that exact same thing, wants the same empowerment, and not put in the same work, but only get that same empowerment from this image, right? So I've been really trying to get you guys to get that the looks, the image is their job. It's their job, but unfortunately, who is funding them? You guys are funding them. You guys are funding them as the validation, the, you know, even taking them out. Like, I know sometimes you want to, you know, give her something or do something with her, you have to put effort, but all those things is funding a woman. And remember when I said that whole story of how girls would really go on a date to get that $100, $200, maybe 3 or plus more meals? Yeah, that's one thing, is a stunt. That is a stunt right there, right? So for her, it's a flex to say that I'm beautiful enough to do all these things, or my body can do all these things, right? But one thing is that can she even take care of herself really financially? And sometimes they really just can't. They get too hyped on the idea of a man can take care of me. And then also the work that you have to put in. Y'all, a lot of these women are lazy. Do you guys not notice? Like, you guys are out here maybe doing whatever that's actual labor. If it's not labor, either way with these girls, it's not a single hand that they want to lift. So when we talk about things, you know, only hands, we can't forget about that. I haven't talked about that in so long. But when I talk about things like that, those are things that are funding her. Yes, that's when she'll tell you she has a job. But that still falls back into, in my opinion, and I'm going to say it clearly, into a job that's not a real job. To me, it's like, okay, well, if anybody can go and open, spread, you know, show something, and it's thrown, it's your job. But it's the morals behind it as well, right? It's the, what do you value? So it's like, not to say every woman doesn't. Some women do what they got to do to get by, right? And I'm not hating on that. But it's kind of like the way women put men down, instead of saying, well, this is what's up with me, and leaving it at that. It's not like that. It's kind of, women are feeling more frustrated that men will say something about this type of behavior of, well, you know, you're only valuable for this, or you'll only do this, or I only want you for this, and they get offended. Or if a man actually tries to give her some sort of validation, appreciate her, take care of her, things start changing now too. Oh, he's a simp, obviously. She can't do the same thing. She can't feel the same ways with you. So, fellas, it's kind of just like, there's plenty of lies I could tell you all day. And I try to get more examples in, but I'm definitely more of like a talker, a ranter, if that makes sense. I like to discuss, and I love giving you guys still examples. I'm going to keep trying to bring that in more videos, but I really want you guys to still focus on the whole idea that it's strictly on just getting by and convincing you that she can actually do or has this type of money. So if she's not already, she's trying to make you believe that, and she's trying to make you also think that she doesn't need you for nothing. And reality is, she definitely does. Okay, so let me say it like this, because we're about to wrap up with this first point discussion type of thing. I want to say this: just keep in mind, if you are funding her, you are employing her. Okay, if you are spending money, and don't tell me she loves you or likes you, cut the crap. Just know you are funding her. Okay, so the next lie that women love to tell, love to talk about, and say, you know, is looks, and follow me, this is long, looks or feels fine without the cover-up. Now, this is physical, and this is actual mentally as well, like how she carries herself. You know, remember, all this falls into what she values. Does she value men as well? Not only her own values, but how she views you fellas. If she views you fellas as like a simp, obviously, then most definitely it changes the game, and then she values herself less because she's willing to do more to get what she wants out of you. Maybe it's going to be telling you more lies, but also getting more out of your pockets. Backtrack, fellas, though. When I talk about the physically and mentally, the carrying herself, once again, if she acts like she's not so insecure, and this is how you'll know, it's gonna be a lot of, well, no buts, or if, or kind of this attitude of I gotta back it up. So realistically, what I'm trying to say is that she can say that she feels good. The image, right? Women get validation left and right. And this is going to be a part 2, because this has to be talked about separately, literally. It's a huge discussion. But she can get validation, get all these different things. All you have to understand from that, from what fellas are feeding her, is her head is swelling the... I have to say it like that. Her head is about to, like, not even explode, because with women, it don't explode. Their ego keeps going somehow. You know, it just keeps going. And that's the second sirens of this video. Anyways, they're really trying to ruin my video. So listen, once again, she could look all good, but because this ego is now grown out so large from all that got put in, she really feels like she looks good like this, and that's it. But here's the thing. In here, it's not like that. The reason why she has to do all these things, look this way, say these things, date or deal with certain guys, right? The reason why she does all those is because inside, and y'all, if you don't watch my other videos, I talk a lot about healing, brokenness that makes women, you know, want to use men or go after men or get back at men. So she could tell you all these lies of, well, I look good, baby, or I could get another man, baby, like these type of things. But realistically, baby girl, she got to go home, wash her face, Did you pay your bills? Bills ain't even paid, right? And then on top of that, the last part is once she actually realizes, like, wait, this is the life that I live, da 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 da. And honestly, it's not that fun for these girls. Like, that's a whole nother story. But after that, it's gonna be whether she calls her girl or calls her friend, there's still insecurities brought up about, I wish I did this, or I want to change this. Obviously, when they're already changing so many things, they don't obviously feel comfortable in their own skin. Now, I'm not going to get into too much details because once again, everybody has their own situation, circumstances, but because in the modern day, it's being used so badly, it's really like majority is always going to rule, and that's just that, flat out, right? So, last thing, so we can wrap up, fellas, if you have this woman tried so hard, or even, she doesn't even have to try that hard, honestly. Like, if you take her out and she tries to even be bougie or brush you off, that's still another side, right? But if you have basically her in your space and you're ultimately getting the vibe of you're really insecure, and it's the attitude, the angriness I can see inside of you, y'all gotta peep all these things. The reason why women act out or do certain things or treat guys a certain way, there's a reason behind it. There's no reason. I have to say it like that because sometimes you fellas think that women are just rude because, oh, she's so pretty, she could be rude. She is pretty, but she can't be. She put those two things together, being a rude, bad female, whatever she wants to call it, or however she likes to carry herself, right? So it's really, the confidence is built out here. That's really all that it is. If she really looks ugly outside, if her face is honestly not on point, the makeup is not on point, and we can obviously talk about the other things that women can do to their faces, but just in general, if her makeup is not on point or she doesn't wear makeup, it's gonna be a bad day. Or, oh man, my face, I can't. Obviously, it's important to take care of your face, but reality is that women live kind of like this fast life as well, and things just go by. Overlooking guys and, you know, certain things that they feel like doesn't matter, they're not gonna think about it. So if her face, her image gets her going, and it doesn't mean she has to fix anything like inside, doesn't mean her mind has to change. Would she do that? Would she change it? No, because it's the easier way. And that's also another thing some fellas just don't get. Like, it's easy for women. It's flat out so easy. So why do you even think that she's willing to try? She's not going to ever be willing to try. And it's not any of you, I'm sorry to laugh. It's not your fault that you have a woman that, you know, is actually insecure, but makes you feel like she's so confident. It's not your fault, but you also have to treat women for their attitude, for what they are. Because when you start looking at her image and valuing her for that, she starts back to the ego thing. It makes her feel like, oh, well, this is why I act the way I act, because I can. She can get away with it. She does get away with it. So, fellas, now that we're getting to the end of the video, have you just noticed with this whole entire video, it's just like, it's not like anything that's so surprising, but it's kind of like a lot of you guys fall for these tricks. Like, she'll tell you one lie, you'll get excited. She'll tell you things that will make you believe that she's ambitious, she has goals, and she wants to get somewhere, or maybe wants a family, or wants a family with a good man. She'll tell you things that will sound so good, or she'll look so good, but everything is just, let me just say, it's on surface. If I could just say it like that, it's on surface. And don't let it go to your head. Don't try to believe these lies. Like, let her, test her to it. If she really works, ask her, like, where do you really work? Like, you know, you gotta really break it down. You really gotta crack them down instead of just saying, okay, well, you have a pretty face, pretty body, and whatever your situation is, whatever it really is, I'm gonna be okay with it. None of that no more. And if you're still doing that, that's probably still why you're getting played, used, and all these things, okay? So don't believe the lies. It's just a whole bunch of shit. Okay, so I thank you guys so much for supporting like you guys always do, and thank you guys so much for watching till the end. And you guys, did you give this video a big thumbs up? Okay, did you now? Okay. You guys will see me in my next video. Bye, guys.